In this WrestleTalk news, the real reason Charlotte Flair was injured, huge changes to Money in the Bank, what's next for Cody Rhodes, and more.
Support WrestleTalk!
Charlotte Flair is no longer the SmackDown Women's Champion after she was forced to say "I quit" by Ronda Rousey on last night's WrestleMania Backlash Premium Live event. Flair and Rousey beat the hell out of each other for about 15 minutes with kendo sticks, cameras, chairs, all being used in the name of sports entertainment. The final spot of the match saw Ronda pull Charlotte's arm through a chair before applying the armbar, which finally made Charlotte say "I quit" to end the match. I mean, it's no wonder she quit, just look at how much that chair is affecting the move. After the match, Charlotte cried and held her arm, which was a deliberate sell, as WWE would later announce that Flair had broken her radius, and for those wondering, yes, that is a real bone and not half of the diameter of a circle. Thankfully, it seems this injury is very much kayfabe, as Sean Ross Sapp over at Fightful Select is reporting the reason for the injury angle is that Charlotte is planning on taking some time away from the ring, although it isn't known how long this will be. Speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Brian Alvarez added Charlotte is planning to get married to AEW star Andrade El Idolo while she is away from the ring, so that is very lovely news. Although, if she's getting married, then she's actually going to be seeing a lot more of the ring. Charlotte had been Women's Champion since SummerSlam last year when she defeated Nikki ASH, but didn't have any real challenges until Ronda Rousey returned at the Royal Rumble. You wouldn't imagine Charlotte's going away for very long because there are only 11 people on the SmackDown Women's roster, and I don't think they're putting the belt on Aaliyah. But before we crack on with the rest of the news, a quick hot tag over to Ollie Davis for a special message.
Before we get on with the rest of the episode, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to this video's sponsor, Manscaped. Where you can get 20% off your order plus free shipping by going to manscaped.com/WTTV now. To celebrate National Testicular Cancer Awareness Month, Manscaped has partnered with the Testicular Cancer Society. And they want you to touch yourself. Because thanks to Manscaped products like the Lawnmower 4.0, which I have the special Testicular Cancer Awareness Edition here. It's purple, like a penis. For safe and easy manscaping, you can perform simple routine self-checks. So visit manscaped.com/TCS to learn how to check yourself for early signs of cancer to help save lives and balls. I shared this story last April, but during lockdown I found a tiny lump on my balls, genuinely because I had aesthetically groomed my testicles with Manscaped products. I went for a checkup and thankfully it was all okay. I just have a tiny penis. That last bit was just a joke. That did actually happen. Also, I have a massive penis, in part thanks to the optical illusion provided by Manscaped's pube trimming products. So visit manscaped.com/WTTV now, where you can get 20% off your order plus free shipping, and also go to manscaped.com/TCS to help learn about checking yourself. Join the Manscaped movement, and don't forget to take care of your pair.
Thanks, Ollie. Your balls are almost as smooth as my eyeballs. Money in the Bank is one of WWE's most successful gimmicks. Not only do we get to see a usually excellent ladder match to crown Mr. or Mrs. Money in the Bank, but then we have the excitement of seeing the winner tease when they're going to cash in, or as it has been with the women's Money in the Bank in recent times, how quickly they're going to cash in. As a reminder, the winner of the briefcase gets a championship match of their choosing at any time they want, and this gimmick has led to some of the most exciting WWE moments of the past 12 years. It is a great concept, and therefore it shouldn't be surprising to hear that WWE appears to be completely changing the match's concept. During last night's WrestleMania Backlash, WWE aired a commercial for Money in the Bank, which this year will take place at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas on July 2nd. It was a pretty standard advert for the most part, but eagle-eared viewers noticed something very interesting about what Cody Rhodes had to say in the advert. Rhodes said, "One lucky male and female superstar will win the chance to main event WrestleMania." So, unless this was a mistake, and it Probably wasn't, because not even WWE would air a commercial that had a mistake in it. The rules of Money in the Bank appear to have changed. It seems that, much like the Royal Rumble, the winner of the match will now get a guaranteed match at next year's WrestleMania. Unlike the Rumble, though, Money in the Bank will get you a guaranteed main event at WrestleMania, but let's see if that actually happens. That would mean that both nights of WrestleMania next year would be headlined by Money in the Bank winners, and even more worryingly, that actually means that WWE is planning its shows in advance. There's every chance WWE will change its mind and retcon Cody's words, but as of right now, it looks like Money in the Bank will never be the same again. Who do you think is going to win this year's Money in the Bank ladder matches? Please let me know in the comments below. On the subject of things Cody Rhodes has said, Rhodes spoke about what he plans on doing next in WWE after once again defeating Seth Rollins at WrestleMania Backlash. Speaking to WWE.com after his victory, Rhodes once again reiterated he wants to challenge for the WWE Championship currently held by Roman Reigns. This could have been the night where I fell off. This could have been when my honeymoon phase since coming back to WWE was over. It truly could have been. And maybe there are some wrestlers here who don't want my run to keep going, but it's going to keep going. I have a specific goal that we have already talked about. This is unfinished business for me, and I have to get it done. I have to be honest, I wasn't stoked about a roll-up victory over Rollins. I had to grab his tights. I stole a page from the American Dream. I totally know how to play this game. I didn't get caught. He half-arsed it, and I was able to secure the victory. After the match, I did the generic symbol for wanting the belt because it's real. That is what I want. He went on to say he's also now done with Seth Rollins. To be able to get 2 wins on him, I think we can walk away on this one. Seth is an amazing, amazing superstar wrestler. I can't wait to see what he does next. Whatever he does now, good luck. I am moving forward. I'm excited to see what it is. Maybe the WWE Universe can tell me what's next. I'm looking forward to it. So, Cody versus Seth 3 at Hell in a Cell, I suppose. Thank you to our wonderful Patreon backers, Spider-Man's greatest villain, Dr. Dark 7, and fantastic Mr. Good Ol' Fox. If you look at any 10 wrestlers WWE never used properly lists on any wonderful YouTube channels like Parts of Unknown or websites like WrestleTalk.com, you will almost certainly see Cesaro's name on that list. One of the very few wrestlers in the world who can mix speed with incredible strength, Cesaro was never seen as one of the top guys in WWE, and so it perhaps came as no surprise that he decided to let his contract expire earlier this year. As usual, when someone leaves WWE, the rumors of Cesaro, who is now going by Claudio Cesaro, joining AEW immediately started, and his name has been thrown around as a possible candidate for the Joker in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. However, it appears that Cesaro has now revealed his next move on Twitter, and, well, I couldn't think of a pun for this, so I guess I'll just say he's starting a cafe, because that's what he's doing. Interestingly, shortly after he left WWE, he filed to trademark CSRO for both wrestling and coffee, which is something I can't imagine happens very often. The Swiss has taken to Twitter to share a photo of himself wearing a Claudio's Cafe shirt, which has the adorable slogan, "Thank you for being a friend" on it. While this isn't perhaps the move many are expecting him to make, it looks like he's having a lot of fun, so please don't roast him in the comments. I knew I'd get there in the end. WrestleMania Backlash was not the only premium live event, or as most people call them, pay-per-views, over the weekend, with Impact Wrestling holding its Under Siege show. One of the show's main headlines was the return of former WWE star Mia Yim, or Reckoning if you still miss Retribution. Yim made her return to save another former WWE star, Taya Valkyrie, who was being attacked by former WWE star Deonna Purrazzo after their match for the AAA Reina de Reinas Championship, which Valkyrie won. While Yim has since tweeted "Home Sweet Home," it seems she may not be home for all that long, as Fightful Select is reporting her contract with Impact isn't very long at all. Yim, who was released by WWE in November 2021, has signed a 6-month deal with Impact, which will allow her to wrestle through Impact's Bound for Glory show in October. There's every chance Mia Yim will stay with the promotion past this date, however, as Fightful adds both sides are not opposed to the idea of extending the deal. This is Yim's second run in Impact, having wrestled for the company between 2015 and 2017, winning the Knockouts Championship on one occasion. Impact Wrestling has arguably the best presented women's division in the world, which is why you may have noticed several former WWE stars joining Impact instead of simply going straight to AEW. And before we get out of here, I would just like to say a genuine and heartfelt thank you to everyone who said well done Andy and followed along with the Randy Games. Your support really does mean a lot, and I am very excited to be able to do more news videos in the future. If you haven't seen, we have uploaded a supercut of all the Randy Games, so go and check that out and show your friends. And just for fun, here is a live reenactment of one of the games.
Rhea Ripley joins Judgment Day. Ronda Rousey is the new SmackDown Women's Champion. And WWE puts on a main event so good, everybody's forgotten it didn't actually mean anything. I'm Ollie Davis, and this is my review of WWE WrestleMania Backlash in about 10 minutes.